News 3's Shakira Speaks joining us now with that touching story.
Phil, Ralph Richards says after the storm, he wanted to do something that would be around for a while, something that could memorialize what so many people went through March 3rd. He decided to do what he does best, work with his hands, forming masterpieces out of wood. These images of destruction and death will be burned into the minds of every Chattahoochee Valley resident. But there's something about a natural disaster that brings the good out in people. Ralph Richards' home wasn't affected by the tornado, but he saw all the homes that were. He immediately wanted to do something that would ensure that the memory of what happened on March 3rd never faded.
I wanted Smith Station residents to have something to remember in future generations. You know, like, oh wow, I remember that storm, or what's that storm all about?
Richard says there was no way he could let people forget.
But this'll remind him.
Richards has worked with wood since he was in high school, where he discovered a love for it. So he decided on a bench. But what he made it from was shocking.
Every piece of this wood is from the storm.
After speaking with Mayor Copeland, Richards made his way to an area on the tornado's track. He came across Vicki Jones' trailer home. She says seeing the bench crafted from the wood that was once her home was humbling.
It make me feel good. It's something that I had to work hard for, sacrifice. I'm raising my kids. And
Richard says it took him about 2 weeks to make.
How about say about 4 or 5 hours a day? I'd go out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and work on it, because this is all done by hand. You know, the wood burning is done by hand.
And from this point forward, we'll have a spot in history that we'll remember where we come from and where we're at.
The bench currently sits at the Smith Station Government Center, and eventually, once the Jones Museum is finished, it'll be moved there.